University of Georgia sprinter Elija Godwin is one of the fastest men in the country. A specialist in the 400 meters, it's Elija's ability to stay calm when the world around him moves by in a blur that separates him from his competitors.
44.75. That's a meet record for Elija Godwin.
Turning bad situations into success stories. It's just the formula of success in my life.
There's always the Elija Godwin athlete, but did you also hear what happened to him?
Sometimes I can't help but think, what if he didn't have that accident? How good could he really, really be?
May 7th, 2019. Elija, then a freshman on the Georgia track team, had one final practice before leaving for the SEC championships the next day.
I remember feeling good. I was ready to go.
He was warming up on the infield and the other sprinters were on the track.
My mind is flying, but I'm thinking like, oh, I kind of ran into something pretty hard.
And then all of a sudden I just hear Elija kind of yelling, "It's in my back, it's in my back, it's in my back."
This video from practice that day shows what happens. Elija backed into a javelin like this one, which was left stuck in the ground at an angle. Stacy Kissel, then a graduate assistant athletic trainer, rushed to Elija's side within seconds.
I remember him asking me, am I gonna die, am I gonna die? And I said, let's not focus on that right now. I need you to be calm.
You really had those thoughts? You thought you were gonna die that day?
When the blood started coming out of my mouth, this is indication of you dying. I was trying to dictate the way I wanted to go out. I didn't want to be deceased in a puddle of my own blood, so I moved my face away from that.
They had to saw the javelin in half, so he was actually transported to the hospital with half of it still in him.
2 miles from the University of Georgia campus, a team of surgeons assembled to prepare for a case unlike any they'd ever seen.
This javelin entered his left back underneath the left shoulder blade and penetrated into the left chest and collapsed the lung and rips apart the lung so air can get out of the lung, but it can't get back in.
With cameras inserted in Elija's body to ensure the javelin wouldn't do even more damage, Dr. Cullen Morris and his colleagues performed nearly 2 hours of surgery. You can see Dr. Morris here as he finally pulls the javelin from Elija's body. How close did that javelin come to his heart or major arteries?
A few centimeters, 2 to 3 centimeters. It's amazing that it didn't hit either one of those things.
And if it had?
Death. I mean, lethal. That would have been lethal injury.
When you saw Elija for the first time, what went through your mind?
I was happy to see him alive.
Just want to thank everybody for their prayers and let you all know that Elija is doing good and he is resting and recovering and really resting right now. It hurt, Liza?
No, it's not.
In the months that followed, Elija, who'd been an elite sprinter since high school, struggled to move at all.
He had to build his lung strength back up and breathe. He couldn't even walk stairs.
I remember going into the driveway and trying to play basketball. I couldn't even get my arm up. I kept trying to test my limits to see how far I could just jog. Like, oh, I got 2 blocks. No matter how bad that hurt, I'm trying to make 3 blocks, 4 blocks. I would get so exhausted.
But Elija kept running. In roughly 3 months, he was back on the track at Georgia, with his eyes on the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, which were delayed until 2021 due to the coronavirus pandemic.
I kind of felt like it should happen for me. But after the javelin situation, I'm like, this has to happen.
Let's go, Elija!
I had the opportunity of being there during Olympic trials. Seeing from where he went from the incident to reaching the sport's highest level, I'll always cherish that.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think that after all of this, that he would make the Olympic team. Never in my wildest dreams.
In July 2021, just over 2 years after his near-death experience, Elija won a bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympics in the 4x400 mixed relay.
My room was on one of those higher floors, and I'm looking over the city of Tokyo. Man, I lived one hell of a life. I feel blessed.
What do you think the ceiling is for Elija?
I don't think there is one. He can make all the Olympic teams. He can earn a gold medal. It's not going to be easy, but he's built for it.
At the NCAA Indoor Championships in March, Elija Godwin posted a career and world best time in the 400 meters. And now has his sights on the Paris Olympics next summer. Every time he steps on the track, he's rewriting his story.
That obstacle was something that many people wouldn't be able to get over, but in my mind, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be able to still accomplish everything that I had planned to accomplish before.